do you do when you need something? If you're thirsty, you take a drink. When you're bored, maybe you pick up a good book. If you're cold, you grab a sweater. Lonely? You hang out with a friend. And if you're hungry, you pick up your favorite snack. It's really easy to do something about your own needs because you can't escape them. They follow you around like a shadow. It's a lot more difficult to pay attention to what other people need. You have to focus your eyes and your heart. And when you begin to see the needs around you, then you can take action. Maybe you see your mom is stressed after a long day of work. So load the dishwasher, even if it's not your turn. Spot a new kid in the cafeteria? Offer a seat at your table. You see your little brother really struggling with math? Take a few minutes out of your game to help him. The lady who drives your bus seems really sad. Thank her for being on time to pick you up every day. The weeds in your neighbor's flower bed get out of control while she's on a trip, so pull some weeds for her. When you begin to focus your eyes and your heart to see the needs around you and do something about them, others will see God at work in you. That's why compassion is an amazing way to worship God with your life. Because worship is about more than just singing loud. It's all about living loud.
Day or night, rain or shine, no matter what comes in this crazy life, I know you'll be here with me, faithful every day. You are all I need. And how could I ever deny you are enough, you are enough. And we believe and we have seen your love, your love, your love. Everything we ever need comes from you, comes from you. Every breath we'll ever breathe comes from you, only you. You're all I need, you're all I want. You're always by my side and you make me strong. And how could I ever deny you are enough, you are enough. And we believe and we have seen your love, your love, your love. Everything we ever need comes from you, comes from you. Every breath we'll ever breathe comes from you, only you. You give us everything good and perfect. You give us life and you keep the world turning. Everything we ever need comes from you, comes from you. Your love will always be enough for us, enough for us. Your love will always be enough for us. Oh, everything we ever need comes from you, comes from you. Every breath we'll ever breathe comes from you, only you. You give us everything good and perfect. You give us life and you keep the world turning. Everything we ever need comes from you, comes from you. Your love will always be enough for us, enough for us. Your love will always be enough for us, enough for us. So many hearts out there are hurting. So many people who need love. Sometimes I feel a little helpless, like what I have won't be enough. I may not have everything, but what I have I'll share with you. 'Cause what real love would ask of me is that I show real love to you. Sometimes the greatest gift that someone can receive is to know they're not alone in their greatest need. Yeah. This is our mission if we're up to the test. It's not impossible, it takes our best. Show up, give love away. This is our mission if we're up to the test. It's not impossible, but it takes our best. Show up, give love away.
So can this really change a thing when so much still needs to be done? Ooh, don't feel the pressure to change everything. Just give what you can give to us. Sometimes the greatest gift that someone can receive is to know they're not alone in their greatest need. This is our mission if we're up to the test. It's not impossible, it takes our best. Show up, give love away. This is our mission if we're up to the test. It's not impossible, but it takes our best. Show up, give love away. This is our mission if we're up to the test. It's not impossible, it takes our best. Show up, give love away.
This is how the world will know, how the world will see that we live what we believe. With everything we do, every word we speak, let us live for this one thing. We will love one another with a love like no other that we found in you. Love one another, yeah, love one another, that's what we'll do. There is not a greater love than the one who came to give it all away. You laid down your life, gave up everything. We will live to do the same. We will love one another with a love like no other that we found in you. Love one another, yeah, love one another, that's what we'll do. that's what we'll do. Love one another, love one another with a love like no other that we found in you. Love one another, yeah, love one another, that's what we'll do. We're alive to love one another. We're alive with love like no other. We're alive, we're sisters and brothers. We're alive to love one another.
Hey guys, when we first get to worship, you know I love going fast. I love zip lining, and it's super fast, and go-karting fast, roller coastering fast, and running and swimming fast. And meet you on the other side. Well, I go super fast that I gotta get school done. My doctor's finished and my swim practice over with. And I don't have time to, help people. What can I do? Roll film.
Hello, friends. I'm Erica. It's a busy day today. Don't believe me? Check out my block. Oh, take a look at all this hustle and bustle. These people could use some compassion. Compassion is caring enough to do something about someone else's need. But who has time for compassion when you're so busy all the time? I mean, it's the same every day. Get up, get dressed, Pop-Tart for breakfast, school, lunch, more school. Then there's homework, video games, a few selfies, dinner, music practice, and bed. And then the alarm goes off and you start all over again. It's not just you that's busy. People are busy everywhere you look. Moms and dads, shh, business people, buy all the things. Servers, you have the iced tea with no lemon. You have the lemonade with no ice. You have a cup of ice with no tea and a slice of lemon, right? It can seem like there's not enough time to show compassion. But as you'll see with Jesus in today's story, sometimes you have to make time. Pop-Tart me. Yeah. See you in a few.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Mark, chapter 10, verses 46 through 52.
Jesus spent time with people of every kind from every background. He answered trick challenges from important religious leaders and sincere questions from rich men.
Sell everything you have. Give the money to those who are poor, then come follow me.
Jesus didn't hesitate to welcome kids.
Let the little children come to me.
He was endlessly patient with his own friends when they argued about who should be first.
The Son of Man did not come to be served. Instead, He came to serve others.
Even as Jesus made his last journey to Jerusalem, He didn't let what was ahead distract him from the people he met along the way.
Hey Jesus, this crowd we picked up in Jericho is really slowing us down. Want to pick up the pace?
But Jesus didn't try to shake off the crowds that followed him.
It's Jesus. Hey, Jesus.
A short way ahead, a man named Bartimaeus sat by the road on a torn and dusty mat. He stretched out his arms desperately, hoping someone would drop a few coins in his empty hand.
Please, help me.
Bartimaeus was blind. There was no work he could do to earn money, so he depended on the kindness of strangers passing by. The crowd quickly surrounded him.
He's right there!
It's him. I see Jesus. I swear I see him over there.
Jesus?
Bartimaeus had heard of Jesus. He'd heard stories of sick people who'd been healed by Jesus, and in his heart, he believed they were true.
Jesus!
Bartimaeus knew he couldn't let this chance slip away.
Jesus! Son of David! Have mercy on me! Shh! Be quiet!
Jesus probably doesn't have any time for you.
Son of David! Have mercy on me! Let it go! Jesus!
Through all the noise and clamor, Jesus heard Bartimaeus' plea. It would have been easy to keep walking, to push on towards Jerusalem, but instead, Jesus stopped.
Call for him.
What's happening? Cheer up! On your feet!
Bless your heart, Jesus is actually calling for you.
Me? He heard me!
Bartimaeus jumped up, tossing aside his dusty coat. He staggered towards the voice he'd heard. Hands in the crowd helped him to find his way.
Jesus!
What do you want me to do for you?
Teacher! I want to be able to see.
Jesus smiled as he looked directly into Bartimaeus' unseeing eyes.
Go. Your faith has healed you.
Bartimaeus blinked and blinked again. Bright colors and shapes flashed before his eyes, vivid and breathtaking.
My eyes! I can see!
As a brand new world came into focus, Bartimaeus fixed his gaze on the face before him, the deep eyes and kind smile of Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus! Thank you!
Jesus nodded, then turned again towards Jerusalem. As the crowd began to move, Bartimaeus joined in to follow the man who had stopped for a few minutes to change his life.
Jesus was very busy. He was busy teaching people and performing miracles. Crowds of people followed him wherever he went. So when a blind man named Bartimaeus cried out to Jesus, people told him to stop. Jesus doesn't have time to help. Somehow, through the noise of the crowd, Jesus heard Bartimaeus and made time to heal him. That means, if we're followers of Jesus, sometimes we need to make time to help others. After all, there are a lot of people on our block who need help. There are people who need understanding. There are people who need space. But how can we help others when we're so busy all the time? Well, sometimes it means giving up what you want to do so you can do what someone else needs. There are only so many hours in the day. We should use at least some of that time showing compassion to the people around us who need it. That's the one thing to remember today. Make time to help others. You may not be able to help everyone, but if one person makes time to help another person, then pretty soon there's a chain reaction of compassion. And Pop-Tarts always help. You get a Pop-Tart, and you get a Pop-Tart, and you get a Pop-Tart, and you get a Pop-Tart. Ooh, and let's not forget, you too get Pop-Tarts. See you around.
Oh, now I get it. We're never too busy to help people. What can you do to help people today? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, God made you special and He loves you very much. Bye-bye.
You make the darkness run and hide. You bring the broken back to life. Only you can, only you can. You set me free from every chain. You fill my heart with songs of praise. Only you can, only you can. Jesus, you're the only reason that I'm even breathing. I am wide awake. My heart beats only for your glory. My hands reach up for you to hold me. My soul sings, Father, you are holy. My feet dance to your rhythm, to your run away back home. Only you can, only you can. You give me love, you give me life, you keep me dancing through the night. Only you can, only you can. My heart beats only for your glory. My hands reach up for you to hold me. My soul sings, Father, you are holy. My feet dance to your rhythm, to your rhythm. Every beat is calling, every beat is calling out your name. Every beat is calling, every beat is calling out your name. Jesus, you're the only reason that I'm even breathing. I am wide awake. You move me, your freedom is consuming. I feel you rushing through me. I'll never be the same. My heart beats only for your glory. My hands reach up for you to hold me. My soul sings, Father, you are holy. My feet dance to your rhythm, to your rhythm. Every beat is calling, every beat is calling out your name. Ooh, every beat is calling, every beat is calling out your name. Every beat is calling, every beat is calling out your name.
Hey, my friends, how have you liked this series for First Kids? Have you been enjoying what is going on? And I would really like to hear from you guys on what your favorite part has been for our time together over the last several weeks. One of my favorite topics is compassion and talking about how we can show compassion to other people. I think it's my favorite because it makes people feel better. When we can show people kindness and love and putting their feelings ahead of ours, we're showing them compassion and it makes them feel better. But I think what it also does, it makes us feel better about ourselves. So showing compassion, maybe some ways are agreeing with one another. You know, sometimes it's not all about getting our own way. It's about listening to somebody else, being understanding about what they're going through, and then loving them enough to not push what we think is the right thing or getting our way. It's showing love by being tender and kind to other people. So this week, what I'm thinking would be a great idea is to write down the people, a list of people that you can show compassion to. Now, I'm going to challenge you to not just show compassion to the people in your family, because I think that's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to show love and kindness and tenderness and being understanding to your mom and your dad and even your brothers and sisters. I want you to think about showing compassion to somebody at school. Maybe an extra challenge is to show some compassion to somebody you really don't like that much. How can you show kindness and tenderness to somebody that you'd rather not? Somebody that you don't like very much, somebody that you don't hang out with because you don't see eye to eye to them. So this week, yes, definitely show compassion and kindness and loving behavior to your friends and your family, but find somebody else, go the extra mile, somebody at school that you normally would just avoid. And maybe just it starts with a smile and saying, you know what, I really like the shirt you're wearing today. or wow, that was a great answer in math class, or something like that. You guys can figure that out. This week, show compassion to those people that are around you. I love you all. And I love showing compassion to you guys when I see you. I hope to see you sometime really soon at church. And would you come and say hi to me and give me the opportunity to show compassion to you all? Take care. Love ya.
Join us in March for a jam session where we discover the power of cooperation, working together to do more than you can do alone.